Yeehaw, little doggies. It is June, and we are going to do cowboy romance. So, I've got my cowboy hat on, and I'm all set to go. So, welcome to Lilybug's Library. My name is Linda, and I'm going to get started, and we'll take a look at the different cowboy romances we're going to do. So, got a few different ones. Tried to kind of mix them up a little bit so they weren't all kind of too similar. So the first one is called The Stardust Cowboy. And it talks about Wyoming rancher Riley Stratton has nothing in common with his newly discovered young nephew Jake's imaginary Stardust Cowboy, the one who makes dreams come true. Riley's own dreams died so many years ago he doesn't even think about them anymore. Now he just works hard doing his duty by the family ranch. He knows it's only fair to buy out Jake's half. Trouble is, Jake has dreams too. After inheriting half a ranch, Jake's boyish dreams of becoming a cowboy are alive and well, which means Riley's world is about to expand to include Jake's fiercely determined, seriously tempting mother, Dory Malone, too. And much to Riley's dismay, Dory stirs his dormant dreams to life. So that one sounds good, and I like the kind of the addition of the young nephew and everything, so I think that'll be cute. The next one's called Just a Cowboy's Convenient Marriage. So it says, when Smith Long strides into his new hometown, he doesn't expect to get bowled over by a woman chasing her cow, whom she claims has fallen in love with a pig. Doesn't every small town have that one crazy person? He's not laughing later, though, when his aunt informs him that in order for him to receive the old rundown property she'd promised him, he has to marry the crazy woman he hoped never to see again. Abrielle Adams is squatting on Sweetbriar Ranch and hoping she'll get back on her feet before the heir shows up. Wishful thinking, since she finds out the man who'd kept her from catching her cow is the very person she's trying to avoid. So I think that one sounds really good, especially with the aunt trying to kind of push him into things. So I just started another one that's an Audible... And no, it's not. It's an audio book, but I actually got it from my library. It's called Wild Ride Cowboy by Maisie Yates. And it says he's come back to Copper Ridge, Oregon to keep a promise, even if it means losing his heart. It says putting down roots in Copper Ridge was never Alex Donnelly's intention. But if there's one thing the ex-military man knows, it's that life rarely unfolds as expected. If it did, his best friend and brother-in-arms would still be alive, and Alex wouldn't have inherited a ranch or responsibility for his late comrade's sister, a woman who, despite her inexperience, can bring tough as iron Alex to his knees. Clara Campbell didn't ask for a hero to ride in and fix her ranch and her life. All she wants is the one thing stubborn, honorable Alex is reluctant to give, a chance to explore their intense chemistry. But Clara has a few lessons to teach him, too, about trusting his heart and his instincts and letting love take him on the wildest adventure of all. So that one sounds really sweet. So the next one is called Winning the Cowboy Billionaire. I want to know why they're all billionaires. I mean, it seems like all these books, it's like the billionaire, and not even a millionaire anymore. Now it's a billionaire. Inflation, I guess. So this one says she'll do anything to secure the funding she needs to take her perfumery to the next level, even date the boy next door. Except Spur Chappelle is no boy. He's 6 feet 2 inches of pure muscle, devilish grins, big hands, and loud laughter. Oh, and did Olivia Hudson mention his money? He's got a ton of that, too. As the oldest son in the Chapel family, it's up to Spur to lead his brothers into the next generation of raising and selling championship racehorses. He loves it with his whole heart and soul, but a horse can't keep him warm at night. So when Ollie Hudson, one of his neighbors, asks him to be her arm candy for one night to woo an investor, the worst he thinks can happen is his eyes might get permanently stuck up in his head for how often he rolls them. He wasn't expecting to be swept off his feet by the 5.5-foot powerhouse of a woman with a nose that can sniff out the purest scents and all of his hidden feelings for her. So that one sounds interesting. She sounds like she's, going more for his money than him. We'll see. In the picture, he looks so young in the picture. But yeah, we'll see. The next one is called Cowboy, and I think it's Cowboy Seeks a Horse Whisperer. It says, Kendra Archer has big dreams in life. Ever since she spent her summers volunteering with neglected animals as a teenager, she's wanted to run her own horse rescue center. And with her new job, working in the Alaskan mountains at a small town vet clinic, all she needs is to work hard and build up her professional reputation as a horse whisperer, and she'll be one step closer to making her dreams a reality. Jess Burns was born a cowboy and will end his days as one too. Working with his brothers on their family ranch in the shadow of Eagle Mountain, they protect the land while owning and running one of the top producing ranches on this side of the county. Passions collide when Jess rescues a mistreated horse who needs specialty care. Knowing he can't do it alone, he calls in the only person who may be able to save the animal, the town's new horse-whispering vet. So that one I think I'm really interested in. I like something with a vet in it. I don't know. I really like any of the vet cozies I've read, and just I don't know, something about a vet. I always think it's it works well with the cowboys and the ranch and everything to have a vet. So the next one, really sweet picture. It's called The Cowboy's Daughter. And it says, one night with professional bull rider Trent Campbell has been everything that Kelly Sullivan had fantasized about. Unfortunately, it cost her everything. When she became pregnant, her father threw her out because she wouldn't tell him the baby's father was his rodeo hero. The hero who ghosted her when she tried so many times to tell him about their daughter. Trent Campbell never forgot the best night of his life. It was what kept him going when a 2,000-pound bull ended his career and almost his life. Throughout his long recovery, thinking of Kelly and wishing he still had his stolen phone so he could contact her were what got him through the tough days. That and his bullheaded stubbornness that he'd not only walk again, he'd ride. And I think that one's going to be really good. I mean, who would have guessed that he, went through all that and that's why he never called or came around. So I like the idea of kind of not really amnesia, but just something that, kind of kept him from getting a hold of her. So I think that one will be really good. And I had another one that I didn't seem to put on the list, but I'm pretty sure I did. So that one may turn up eventually. But I also had bought this one recently, and I'm going to try to read it. We will see how it goes. This one's called Aspen Crossroads. So if you read the back, it doesn't sound, it sounds like it would be good. It says, few in the community of Whisper Canyon have actually met Jace Daring, a reclusive man who recently moved to Aspen Crossroads, the farm at the edge of town. But that doesn't stop rumors from spreading. He must protect the truth, that his farm-to-table restaurant will provide new livelihoods for human trafficking survivors, or he risks the safety and future of those relying on him. Except he can't do it alone. Trusting Men has gotten Haven Haviland in trouble before. She's still paying for one mistake that led her to close her counseling practice. However, accepting Jace's job offer to mentor the Aspen Crossroads women seems like the perfect ways to right her wrongs. And so it sounds, I think it sounded really interesting, and the fact that it took place on a ranch and things. But then I opened it up and went to start it, and the author's note in there makes me think, I don't know. It says this novel deals with topics that may be sensitive to the reader, including sexual assault, childhood sexual abuse, homelessness, and sex trafficking. It should be noted that the reality of what survivors of sex trafficking have experienced is far grittier and darker than what is portrayed within these pages. And then it tells you like a hotline to call and things. So we'll see how deep it goes into that part of it. If they start telling people's stories and things, it may be too much for me, but we'll see. So that is what we're going to do for June. So I'm really excited. Can't wait to dive into all the cowboy romances and see where they take us. We'll learn spend some time on the ranch and learn about horses and all those things. And I have to say, kind of like the cute little hat. I want to see it on Wonderful Husband and see what he looks like in a cowboy hat. I have no idea. All right, so that's great, friends. It's June. It's going to be summer before you know it, and I hope everybody has a great day and a great June. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.